Probably the most popular alternative milk in the market these days is oat milk. So today I am going to start a new series, and it's going to be Oat Milk Showdown. I found 5 of probably the most popular oat milk brands in the market here in Asia and probably all over the world as well. So I'm going to start with Oatside, Numu. Probably many of you have not heard of this brand. I have SoGood, Oracy, and Milk Lab. What I'm going to do is I'm going to test each one of this oat milk plain. I'm going to test it with espresso, that means oat milk latte, and I'm going to test it with matcha, oat milk matcha latte. And I'm going to give it a score. We're going to use the same recipe for each one of them, and at the end of this series I'm going to give the final scoring, which of them is best for espresso, which of them is best just plain, and which of them is best for matcha latte. For today's episode, we are going to start with this brand, SoGood Barista Oat Milk. This brand is from Australia. We are going to first taste test this using plain oat milk. First, in terms of color, it has a dark or cream color here. Thickness is good, it's quite thick. There's no separations, very smooth. In terms of aroma, it's got a natural sweet smell. It's nutty and oaty with a bit of cereal smell. And in terms of taste, natural sweetness is there, and I'd say it is creamy. The aftertaste is a little bit strong for me, very oaty. Now, let's give it an overall scoring for just plain milk. Say natural sweetness, I'll give it 5 out of 5. In terms of creaminess, I'll give it 5 out of 5. Aftertaste, I wish it's a little bit less oaty, so I'll give it 4 out of 5. Next, we are going to taste this oat milk with coffee. So we're going to make iced latte. I'm going to use a 12-ounce cup here, and for this my recipe is 120 milliliters of oat milk. And our espresso over. This is iced latte using SoGood Barista oat milk. Color is perfect, so strong. The coffee is stronger in this one. It could be that because I used very little milk. Because the coffee is stronger, I'd make it 4 out of 5. In terms of the texture, it is naturally creamy, so I'll give it 5 out of 5. In terms of sweetness, I didn't taste the sweetness here, so I'll give it 3 out of 5. It probably needs some syrup, so I'm going to add some syrup here, which is just 5 milliliters. And does it improve the taste? It's better with syrup, so I'll stick with 3 out of 5 for this. Overall, I'd say the taste of the coffee is stronger than the oat milk. For those that like the coffee stronger and just a hint of the oat milk, this is perfect. And I'll give it an overall score of 4 out of 5 for iced latte. Matcha latte using SoGood. Cup of ice, I'm going to add my oat milk. Now for the matcha, what I use is 5 grams of matcha, whisk in 45 milliliters of water. Okay, let's try. We're going to start without sweetener. Wow, a very good looking matcha latte here. Let me get the iced latte here, and this is also very strong in color. So let's now try this. Wow, with matcha, there is a balance between the oat milk and the matcha. The aftertaste is that of the matcha. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. In terms of natural sweetness, it has got a natural sweetness, but not very sweet, so I'll give it 4 out of 5. In terms of mouthfeel, the texture is quite creamy. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Overall, I'll give this one a 5 out of 5. Although I have 1, which is 4 in terms of sweetness, I'll still consider using this oat milk without any sweetener. Now let's find out if I add 5 milliliters of sweetener into my matcha latte, will it improve the taste? Absolutely. I'll give for matcha latte 5 out of 5. Okay, so time for the final score. SoGood Barista Oat Milk from Australia. Plain milk, because of the drinkability, which is less for me, it's a little bit too much of oats, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Natural sweetness, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I don't need syrup for this one to drink it plain. In terms of the score for iced latte, the coffee overpowered the taste of the oat milk. So I would say I'll give it a lower score in that, so 8 out of 10. In terms of matcha latte, it was perfectly balanced, perfectly sweet. I'll give it 10 out of 10. And the value for money, this is on the expensive side because this is the barista edition. Maybe if you get the regular version, it will be cheaper. This is 138 baht in Bangkok for 1 liter or 1 pack of this oat milk. So value for money is less. That will be 5 out of 10. So that's all for SoGood Barista Oat Milk. We are going to cover next Numu from Singapore, made in Malaysia. Stay tuned. That's all I would like to share with you today. I hope this video is useful. I'll see you again next time. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Ciao for now.